Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie, and for this month we are doing something a little different, and we are combining the journaling video with the monthly TBR. Honestly, I decided to do this because I felt like the journaling video didn't stand well enough on its own. So we're just combining into two videos today. Start with the journaling and then we're gonna go into the TBR. And for the TBR this month, I am taking a break from the random prompts. Not to say they will never come back. They're just taking a pause. This is the time of year when I always kind of get slumpy and I can kind of feel it just a tad. And I feel like the random prompts aren't giving me exactly the books I want to read. Like when I was doing like different challenges, like this month with the song chooses, like there's a lot of options that I was disappointed with getting, and I feel like I want to be excited about all the books that I'm reading, and so I'm just gonna pick what I am in the mood to read. Then we'll get into it. But first, we're gonna start off with some journaling. So for this month's journal, we're kind of keeping it simple. We're just doing a sticker sheet and some little boxes for everything. I don't know if you can see, but I kind of outlined them. So we're gonna do that. My sticker sheet is from Color Me Sammy on Etsy, and I've been really obsessed with this cartoon called Hilda on Netflix, and it's just so cute, and there's so much like good lore behind it. Like the creatures are so adorable, and I'm kind of obsessed. So I wanted my monthly spread to reflect my current fixation, and that is Hilda. I love watching it while I like crochet or color at night. It's so relaxing. It's so much fun. So this is the sticker sheet that we got, and it's just so cute. So we're gonna do the TBR, the books, and just put some Hilda around it. Then we will get right on into the TBR. So just finished the journal spread, and I actually like love the way it turned out. Like this is so cute. Also, I just want to say, like I've said it before, I get most, if not all, of my journal spread inspiration from Katie's reading. She's the queen of book journaling, love her. And this was very heavily inspired by one of her spreads, but I just love it so much. I love the way it turned out. I'm really glad I picked to do Hilda. The creatures are just so cute. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. So let's go into the TBR now. So I have it all picked out. Also, I want to start doing in these monthly resets, I want to go into what series I'm in the middle of, because the way I've talked about this in my reading vlogs, but the way I organize my bookshelf is over here. I have all the series that I'm currently in the middle of. So I want to go through my TBR and then do like a series check-in, like in the beginning of the month, see how many series I'm in the middle of, which right now it's too many, what I need to get reading in the month. Series that I'm currently reading in my head are automatically on my TBR, so we're gonna include it, but not with the regular TBR. Anyway, long-winded way of saying that I'm gonna start doing a series check-in. So currently I'm actually about 150 pages into Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, and I know I'm not going to finish this by the end of the month, but I am really enjoying this so far. This might be one of my favorite Brandon Sanderson's books that I've read. I think this has been a really good break for me in the middle of the first and second Stormlights, so I'm super excited to finish this and continue on with Worlds of Radiance hopefully this month. But I am really enjoying this. I don't have much to say about it, not what the video is for, but this is on the TBR. The next book that I have on my TBR is Kikis Delivery Service by Aiko Kodono, and I picked this up last week in my Spend a Bookish Day with Me video, and I am just so excited to read this. I think it's going to be a really... July is... I have so many books planned to read in July, and I feel like it's so short. The print is big, it's middle grade. It'll just make me feel a little bit accomplished somewhere in the middle of July, and I'm super excited. It's also an animated film, which I know one of my friends is a big fan of, so I'm excited to read this and then watch the movie on the broom. I love witches and I love cats, and so what's not to love about this book? I also love like middle grade books as just like a fun little time. Yes, it says, blending fantasy with the charm of everyday life, this new translation of Aiko Kodono's beloved classic will bewitch the hearts of new readers and dedicated fans alike. Very excited to get to this. This sounds super up my alley. I think it'll just be a quick, fun read. The next book on my July TBR is one that I am so ecstatic about. I'm so excited to get to this. It is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher, and again, if you watched my bookish video with me last week, I got this signed by Lauren Asher. Literally the best day of my life. I love her books. I'm not a huge like pure romance reader, but there are some romance authors where I just like auto buy. I love them so much, and Lauren Asher is one of them for me. I just adore her books. The banter, the tension, I just feel like her build-up is always so good. Like, this is so long, but I never feel like her books are like too long. They're just the perfect slow burn, and I love a slow burn. I am so excited to read this, and look how beautiful the cover is. My favorite color is pink. This cover is definitely speaking to me. This couple was set up in Love Redesigned, which was a phenomenal book. It's like a single dad nanny romance, which sounds so good, and they were definitely being like hyped up in the other book, and I could see their build up, and I'm super excited to read it. It sounds really good. The next book I'm also very excited about. I just picked this up and I've been seeing it literally everywhere. It is Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli, and I feel like this is like the fantasy book of the summer. Like, I've been literally seeing this everywhere. It looks phenomenal. Like, last summer I feel like dragons were the thing, and this summer I feel like it's very witchy. Could be perceiving that wrong, but I know this book is about witches, and last year was like Fourth Wing, so of course the dragons. I'm pretty sure it's an enemies to lovers between a witch and a witch hunter, and I don't know too much about it. It sounds very good to me, and I just can't wait to get into this. I do like the UK cover better, but that's okay though. Also, I just finished Strange the Dreamer with a moth on it, and it was, spoiler alert, a 5-star read, and I will never shut up about it. And now this has a moth on the cover. I feel like that has to be a good sign. The next book that I want to read in July is Howl's Moving Castle by Deanna Wayne Jones. Again, I've heard phenomenal things about this. I just don't know how I haven't read this one. This is like, I feel like one of I hear this talked about all the time. It's a middle grade book. It seems so whimsical. I won't really want to watch the movie. I think this would be a quick read. I'm just so excited to be able to watch the movie and to understand all the hype around this book. I'm pretty sure it's about this girl Sophie who gets like cursed to like be an old lady, and the only way to break the curse is in the wizard Howl's castle, and it just seems super fun and whimsical. Love a curse. Literally the castle seems like it actually moves, so I think that'll be super interesting to read about, and it seems a very good like fantasy little blend, and I'm just super excited. Also, when did we stop doing chapter titles? When did we stop that? Petition to bring them back. So when I saw that too, I was like, okay, sold. Love this. Very excited to get to it, and I'm really hoping to this month. The next book that I have is The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand, and this will be my first Ellen Hildebrand I've ever read. I want to get into her now because it's summertime. Look at this cover. This gives pure summer, so if there's a time to read it, it's now. And I just hear so much about her books, and I feel like she's one of those kind of like iconic authors and like modern authors, and I just haven't read her. And like, it's kind of a beach read. It's a romance, but it also is in the fiction section, so I think people describe it as a little bit more like women's fiction, which I really prefer. Kind of like Emily Henry vibes. I'm very excited to get into this. I don't know if this is a good one to start with, but it was the one that was speaking to me in the moment. It was also on the get one 50% off at the Barnes & Noble table. Easily sold for a good deal. The next book that I have on this month's TBR is very different for me. It's stepping a little bit out of my comfort zone, and that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have reasonings for this. Last month I read The Handmaid's Tale, and I absolutely adored it. It was so good, but it kind of gave me some motivation and some confidence that I could read classics. And I don't know why they intimidate me so much, but I've always had Pride and Prejudice. I think I got this at like in high school for like at a book sale for like 50 cents. So steal, honestly. Oh yeah, the back literally says $3, and I don't think I even paid that much for it. But I really want to get into Jane Austen. I want to be able to like say I've read more classics, and I already own this one, so. And if I like this, I really want to read Emma because I like their new covers, so I want to try this out. Also love the movie, so I feel like maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't know, but I want to rewatch the movie after reading the book, so I'm super excited to try this out. Hopefully maybe I'll get to it this month. I have no idea, but I want to bring you guys along on my new classics journey. And the last book on my TBR is one I am very excited about, and it is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. If you guys don't know, The Nightingale is one of my favorite books of all time. Truly, like, might be in my top 5 favorite books. I love that book. But that is the only book I've read by Kristen Hanna, which I think is insane. So I went out and bought The Great Alone. The cover's a little weird, so I think it misprinted, but that's okay. I honestly bought this one because I did hear good things about it, but I also just like the orangey vibes. So kind of went with that. I literally want to read all her books. And I've always told myself that for the past like 2 years. Like, I've always like, oh, I need to read more Kristen Hanna. I want to read all her books because I love her so much. So we're officially starting that journey of reading all her books. And I'm starting with this one. I really want to read Firefly Lane and Winter Garden, but I need to read the one that I have first. I'm pretty sure this is Alaska during the Vietnam War, and that's all I really know about it, but I really want to get to it. Her books are just so beautifully written. The way she story tells is so perfect. Like, it makes you feel like you're there, and you truly care about these characters so much, and I'm so excited. I feel like it has to be good because the list in the back says it's Goodreads Best Historical Novel of the Year, an Indie's Next Selection, #1 Library Reads Pick, Oprah's Best Books to Read, Washington Post 50 Notable Books of the Year, and New York Post Best of 2018. This has been loved by many, and I am very excited to get into this. I really want to get to this. I love Kristen Hanna. Oh, I also did want to mention that, as you guys know, I have 2 book clubs, so I always talk about my 2 book club books. But actually this month they are the same book, which is very convenient for me, actually. Lowers my TBR. The pick for both of those books is A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston, and I am so excited that this was the pick because I love her. I love The 7 Year Slip, and I read The Dead Romantics this month, and I really did enjoy that. It wasn't my favorite, but no matter that it wasn't my favorite like story by her. Her writing is magnificent and I'm so excited to keep reading it. I love the like fantastical elements of her romance books, and it definitely makes it more entertaining for me. So I am super excited to read her new release, so that will definitely be read this month. So those are the books on my TBR. So now we're gonna get into the series Checkin, and I'm gonna start with one that I'm most excited about, and that is Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I just finished Strange the Dreamer literally last night. I cannot stop thinking about it. I've been dreaming about it, literally. Like, it's been engulfing its way into my dreams. And so I'm going to read Muse of Nightmares next. Like, this is one where I know I'm gonna get to this month because I'm literally picking it up like tomorrow. Because I need to know what happens. These books are spectacular. I'm going to talk more about it in my wrap up, so I'm not going to get super into it now, but read these books. The writing is truly something to write home about. Like, the writing in itself as a character, it's so beautiful. The next series I'm in the middle of is the Veronica Speedwell series. I've vlogged the first 3 of my reading these books. I love these books, and I've heard this is the best one. So I'm super excited to get to it. They kind of set up in the last book like who she's going to be collaborating with, and I'm super excited to see like those character dynamics. I'm pretty sure this is like a missing persons mystery, so I'm very excited about that. I really like the murder plots the most, and the 3rd book wasn't really a murder plot, which I think made it not my favorite, but I am very excited about this one. I just love Veronica and Stoker so much. I'm so excited to see what kind of mischievous shenanigans they get up to next, and I'm so excited. I love these books. The next series that I am in the middle of is the Plated Prisoner series, and I am on book 2 in this. I am on Glint currently, and I need to keep reading these books. I don't know why I haven't picked up Glint yet. You guys know I have very mixed emotions on the first one, but I heard it gets better. It's such a fun time. Truly entertained the entire time, and it's just a fun romantasy series that you can't really take too seriously. The guy, there's no redeeming qualities in 90% of these characters. Definitely read trigger warnings before reading this. I am having a fun time. I'm very entertained, and I definitely plan on finishing the series. I just need to actually pick up the books. The next 2 series are the ones that are like on the forefront of my mind. These are kind of on the back burner, and I am actually in the middle of Harry Potter. I've never read these books before, but I want to say that I have. However, these definitely give me more fall vibes, so I am on the 3rd one currently, but I think I'm going to wait until like September, October to really like dive head first into this. I'm going to dedicate myself to finishing this series this year, but I think I want to wait until like September, October time, because I feel like these are just so fall and it's just not hitting for me in the summer. But I did read the first 2 like last fall, and then I just like took a break. It is getting really good, and I might need a little refresher. I definitely want to keep going with this. It's just not my highest priority. The last series that I'm in the middle of is the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer. Honestly, I read the first one in March, and I really have not thought about it since. I bought the second one. I know I'm gonna finish the series at some point. I just have no idea when, and I'm having a lot of trouble like mustering up motivation to do it. We will get there. I am determined. I really want to finish the series that I'm reading, so we are going to do it. I just have no clue when. It might not be this month, it might not be the next, who knows. It'll be eventually. But let me know if you guys think it's worth it to finish, because I might just sell this and call it a loss, but I don't know. We'll see. I also wanted to mention another series that I am currently in the middle of, and it is the Stormlight Archives. This is not a secret that I'm in the middle of that, and I am really hoping to at least start. I probably won't finish it, but I want to at least start Words of Radiance this month. I heard this is the best one, and Way of Kings definitely set it up magnificently, so I'm super excited to get to that and hopefully start it this month. This was everything I needed to do to reset for this month, but these are like the last few resets that are going to be in this room, and then the big reset is when I'm moving, and I'm going to have a whole new book set up that we are going to set up together. I hope you guys enjoyed this new style. I'm very much still experimenting, but I really enjoyed this. I think I'm going to stick with this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. Let me know what is on your July TBR. I'm very curious, and if you have read any of the books on mine. I'm so excited for the next month of reading with you guys. If you want to see my reading vlogs of reading these books, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video, and I hope you have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!